In this video, I'm going to give you a comprehensive behind the scenes step-by-step guide to Canva. So if you're looking to enhance your private practice branding, you would like to create some branded socials or leaflets or all sorts of things for your private practice in order to make your socials look fantastic and, build your private practice, then this video is for you. It's for therapists, health professionals, coaches, people in the helping professions. I have been a therapist for over 10 years. I've been using Canva a lot, both the free version and the paid version. So in this video, the Canva tutorial, I'm going to give you a demonstration behind the scenes, kind of how do you use Canva, what can it do? And I'm also going to go into what's on the free and what's on the paid so that you can make an informed and educated choice over what's right for your business. Remember, you can pause this video at any point. You can come back and watch it again until you get to the point where you are comfortable and confident to go off and use Canva yourself to build your brilliant private practice. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is go to canva.com and set up your account. You'll just need to create a username and a password. It's only a few clicks and then you will come to this page. This is your dashboard. So whenever you log into Canva, this is where you come. Let me give you a quick whistle-stop tour of your dashboard. The first thing is the middle bit. If you scroll down, these are all the things that you will have been working on. So if you want to find something that you have recently done, then scroll down in the middle and they will be there for you. Across the top, you have some suggestions for things that you might want to try. So they're always useful. Let me just go back. Don't know what happened there. And down the side here, Magic Studio is a pro feature, so you won't have that if you're on the free version. We also have templates. You can access it from here, or you can access it from the design studio, which I'll show you in a second. Well, there's the brand kit. That's where you set up your brand. Again, the brand is a pro feature. Anywhere that you see this little crown, that's a pro feature. Setting up the brand kit's really useful. You'll see a little bit more of that when I go into the editor. Up here we've got create a design. Let me just go through that because that's most of the time where I start if I'm not working on something that I've already got. So we click on create a design. If you want something that is standard, then the likelihood is that it will have the format for that already set up. So if you want something for social media, you can see them here, like a YouTube thumbnail. You'd click on that and then it would give you the size that you need for the YouTube thumbnail, really quick and easy. Or if you wanted an A4 PDF, for example, or a presentation, then just click on the thing that you want and that will create the size for you to work with. If you can search up here, so if I type in Facebook, it will come up with all the various Facebook things that you can have, or if I typed in TikTok, then you'll have various options here in terms of the various social medias. If you're working on a system and it doesn't come up with a pre-created size for you, there is an option to custom size at the bottom. So if you go on something and it says we need a picture, a size that's 300 by 300 pixels, which is px, then you can go into custom size. We can type in 300 by 300 px and it will then create something that is that size. So you can use custom size if you want. For now, we are just gonna, for ease, I'm just gonna clear that and I'm gonna create a Facebook post that's landscape. So we click on it and then that gives us the canvas that we're gonna work on. So this is the editing, creation side of Canva. So let me go through the various settings here so that you know where you're going and what you're doing. First one is up here. If we click, this is the title of that particular thing. So if you go back to the home page of Canva, and down here you can see that YouTube thumbnails, the title is up here. So let's just call this Facebook post April. Facebook post April. Here we have our slide or canvas or whatever you want to call it, and we have a few options of what we could do. You can add a page at the bottom. So say you wanted to create 5 Facebook posts, you can just add the page and you'll end up with each of the pages. Alternatively, you could duplicate the page. So this is really good to speed things up. So if you wanted to create 5 Facebook posts and you wanted 2 to be, my colours are blue mostly, and then highlights with the light blues and the pinks. So if I say I wanted to do 5 social media posts and 3 I wanted on a blue background and 2 I wanted on a white background, if page 1, so I'm going to change the background of this page. So wherever you click on Canva, what you're working on comes up with this purple outline. So you know what element that particular change is going to affect. So if I wanted to change the background of page 1, I make sure that the purple background, what I've clicked on, is page 1. Down the side here we have various options which are going to help you to edit the things that the canvas in the middle. So I want to change the background. So if you scroll down, we have one called background. We can search backgrounds. We've got landscapes and patterns and abstracts and all sorts of stuff in here. Alternatively, if you click on the palette, this is where the pro feature of the brand kit comes in, because it means that I've put in my brand colours and they're always there for me to use, which just makes things a little bit quicker. So I can click my blue and change the background to the blue. So say I now wanted 3 blue ones, then you can click duplicate page and it's just going to give me another one and another one. So now I've got 3 blue, and then I could duplicate this one and 2 white. So if you create something and then you just want to duplicate it, then that's how you can do it there. And then if I decide, actually, I don't want 3 blue, I want 2 of each, you can just click delete page and that will delete one of them there. So let's investigate this toolbar at the side a little bit more. First of all, the top one, which is templates, you might not be able to see it behind my video settings, so let's just click on it if I can. The design option, let me do it. Come on. So let me go through, let me just move this. It's easier, isn't it? Right, design. Templates in here, you can access the templates here as much as you can from that home screen when I said templates. So on here, anything that you can use, and these are all fine, and the reason that I know that is because the ones that have the little crown are pro. So if you've got a Canva paid account, then you can use these ones, but other than that, anything that doesn't have those you can use. So if I thought, oh, I quite like this, the look of this one, but the pictures and the colours aren't my brand, it's fine. We click on that one. From here, we can then change anything that we want about this. So as you can see here, the background colour is not my colour, so we could click on that. My colours come up in my brand kit. If you're on the free account, you can click on add new colour and you can put in your hex number here, or you can click a little dropper and pick it up off a website or something like that. So I can click that and immediately it will change. So anything that you want to change, I click, I make sure I've got the purple background, and then I can literally quite quickly change these into the Build It Brilliant colours. I want to change this picture. So picture, I'm going to go to elements, and in here we have things that I've recently used. We have shapes, we have graphics, but we also have a search at the top. So say we're doing a Canva tutorial, so let's put Canva into here, see what comes up. I'm going to click on photos at the top, and again, anything with the crown is pro, but I could do this one, or this is the one that I use for my thumbnail for the video, so use that. As you can see, when you click on it, it adds it to that page, and then if you drag it around, it can move into various different things. So I'm going to put it here. That is the wrong way up. Flip vertically. Might not do it because my head's in the way. Horizontally. So, the picture doesn't really work. Let me change because I want something that's portrait. So, let me move and use this one. So I'm just going to change it to this one. Click, hover, drag. Okay. If you think, well, I don't want all of this extra bit here, I want to kind of move the picture. If I go into edit photo at the top, it will come up with all sorts of options to edit this particular image. We can crop it, so I could move this. I could use the buttons at the side to make it a little bit bigger. Say I wanted it there and click done. That looks a little bit better. Let me show you quite a lot of this Magic Studio stuff. It's really exciting. It's all in the Pro Canva account, so you can remove the background, you could expand it outside of that background, which is great. If I said, well, actually I wanted this person to be at the bottom rather than the top, then if I expand the image outside of this background, I could then arrange it a little bit better. There's also things like filters and effects and all sorts of stuff in there. Let's talk text. So this is text. To click on something that's already in a template, you just double click and that will bring up the text, and then I can put in whatever I want. And then at the top, if I want to change to be my font, which is Comforter, there we go. You can change the size. Up here you can bold, you can underline, all sorts of things. Go and play with these settings at the top up here and get used to what they are. So double click will highlight the text so that then you can change it. If I wanted to move this text, so say I want to move this donate here up a bit, the best thing that I've come up with is click off the image and then click back on, where click and hold, and that you can then drag wherever it is that you want that text to be. The pink bits that come up are just guidelines to say if you want it to match this text, then it sort of holds to the edge of certain other text just to make it easier. The other thing I want to go through is this one. If you can see when I highlight it, it has a purple background and then it has this white sort of dotted background. That means that this text underneath and this text here are grouped together. So if I wanted to move them, if I click here, then that's going to move the whole of that section because they are grouped together. If I wanted them ungrouped, as you can see on my little toolbox here, when you click on something, I'm going to ungroup, and now those two pieces will move separately. So a little hint for you there. Next thing I want to go through is a little bit of a positioning piece. So say I wanted to add a box. So I just want a shape that's a box. Click on this and I'm going to make it this colour. And I wanted it over this text. Usually with text it's pretty good, so it's already put that over the top of that text. But sometimes it's in the wrong order. I'll show you what I mean. If we click on position here, we can move this backwards or forwards. So it's in the layers of how the images stack on top of each other. The other way is if you go in layers, you can literally drag these and anything that is above, so that's now going to be above this text, and it's quite a good feature if you've got, as you can see with this one, there's quite a lot of different things going on this particular image. So then if you want to see what's above what and what's behind what. Sometimes going into the layers tab can be really useful. Okay, so deleting, just click on wherever the purple outline is, press backspace and it will delete. And then if you think, oh, I didn't want to delete that, then you have an undo button at the top, which will redo and undo things if you want to do that. So that's templates. Say I wanted to start from scratch like this one. How do I start from scratch? Well, you literally just add the things that you want. So if I want elements, I can just click on this box and I could change the colour to be my light blue, and then I could just click and drag like this. I can also rotate like this. So say I wanted it to cover kind of half the page, I could click and do this. Now anything that is off the screen isn't going to show when I download it. It's only the thing that's within the square that's going to show. So say I wanted to do something a bit like this, you can do that. And then I want some text, so we click on text and my brand kits come up already with my brand, but if you haven't got it you can just click on heading and then change it up here and go find it, and then I'm going to click off because I want to move it up here, and I want it in white. If white wasn't there, I could literally just click in here and then move this to white and change it. I want to change it because add a heading is not what I want it to say. Out now. Okay, so what if now I wanted an image, I wanted to put an image. I'll go into elements. This is Canva images. So if I wanted something of a computer, for example, let's see what they've got. Graphics or photos. You can click on here, photos, like this one, and then resize it, drag it down here. So that's quite good. Or you can upload your own photos. So let me just move the video things in here in uploads. So if I click on this, it is going to give me my own. These are all things that I've uploaded. Or you can upload files, click on here and just upload something that you have used. Once it's finished uploading, if I click on it, that's then going to give me that image. I can click on that and backspace, delete, click on this one, move it around, change the size, whatever it is that I want to do. So uploads, if you want to use your own images or videos or audios. Elements, if you want to have a look around and see what Canva has got to choose from. Text, to then edit, add in your text, whatever it is that you want. And then click on things to then get this toolbar at the top. And have a little bit of a play around. One of the things I wanted to show you was mock-ups in edit photos. I think this is pretty cool. So this image, you go into edit photo and scroll down and there's an option called mock-ups. If you click on this, so say I wanted this to look like it's on a computer, then scroll down, computers, see all. And these, when you drag them on, it's going to put that image inside here in what they call the frame. So say I want this one, I'm just going to click on it, and then if I drag this image on top of that one, it's then going to load it so that that image is on the screen. These are called mock-ups, which I think are pretty cool little advanced feature on Canva. So I've done more videos on my channel for Canva. I've done about templates and setting up templates. Templates can be really good and shorten your time when it comes to creating. So I've done another video about how to set up templates on Canva. And I've also done another video that's me doing social media posts and how many can I create in 15 minutes, which is quite fun. And that's another video that I've done. So I've got other videos on my channel. I'll put those down in the description down below so you can go and check those out. But I just wanted to give you a sort of basics of Canva and how it works and what you can do with it. I would suggest if you're new to Canva, then give yourself a little bit of time to go and have a play. So not necessarily with an outcome in mind, just get used to dragging and dropping and moving shapes and moving text and using templates and finding your brand colours and adding things and all that kind of stuff. Just give yourself time to play and have fun with it, and that's how you will learn and get better. So what do we do once we're happy? If I was happy with this design, or the text is right and everything like that, I'm happy with it, we then go to share at the top. Come up with this option. I'm going to go download. I just want a copy of it. It's going to give us some various file formats here. I'm going to just do PNG because I just want it as a flat image. And then what page do you want to download? I don't want them all. I just want this page 1, which is the current page that we're on. Done, and download. And that is then going to download this image into my downloads box on my computer. So then if I go to my downloads folder, you can see that that image is just here, and then I can upload it to whatever social media that I want. It's not just social media. Canva also does presentations as well. Presentation templates are really quite good, particularly as well for like PDFs and things like that. So if I was doing a presentation, click on that, and then in templates, design at the top, move this out of the way, design at the top and templates, they've got some really quite good options. So if I click this one, this is 18 pages. If I click this one, it will show me the 18 pages that are available in that presentation. If I click apply, it's then going to give me all of those 18 pages, and then I can go in and start editing it to look like my brand. I'm just going to kind of play around with this a little, just to show you how quickly you can get to something that looks really professional and pretty on brand really quickly. So presentations, you can also do leaflets and posters and business cards and social media stuff and all sorts of things with Canva. So go and have a play and get used to these different menus, get used to dragging and changing shapes and all of that kind of stuff, and enjoying all the things that Canva has to offer. So that is a whistle-stop tour of Canva, and I hope that is really helpful. Remember, you can pause this video. You can also come back and watch it at a later date as well. So if I was whizzing around a little bit too quickly, then you can pause it, come back to it. I would suggest going and giving yourself a little time to play and just get used to inserting text and using templates and changing colors and going through the menus of what's available, and that's how you'll learn and get better with Canva. Now, with all of that knowledge, if you want to build a brilliant private practice, then you also need a really good strategy so that you're not creating loads of stuff that you're going to put out on social media, or you're going to put your effort into creating amazing presentations and freebies, only to realize that that doesn't really convert into clients. So if you would like some help with strategy, then Build It Brilliant. That is exactly what I do. I help on 3 things really. One is strategy, one is mindset, because it's no good knowing all this marketing stuff and all this technology stuff if you're procrastinating and have self-doubt. And the last one is I do have a team of amazing, fantastic experts all in marketing things. So the things that you don't want to do, whether it's building a website or sorting out your branding so that you've got fantastic logos and things like that to use, or whether it's social media, then me and my team can help. So I'll put a link down below to the Build It Brilliant website so that you can go and have a look at my services that we offer and see anything that you need help with, then that'd be great. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope that has been useful. Please do like the video if you found this useful. Comment down below if you've got questions about things, then more than happy to help. And have a little browse around the channel and do subscribe if you like what we do here. My aim is to create a resource, a free resource library for people in the helping professions so that they can feel empowered and be educated about what they need and how to use it and how they can create their brilliant business, because there are millions of people who are suffering and they need your skills and they need your expertise. So my job is to help you to get out to as many people as you can. So thank you very much for your time and thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for the next video.